Hi, everybody. Those of you who know me personally or know of my research know that that's my cat, by the way, know that I am a big fan of the novel Journey to the West. It is a 16th century novel that was written in colloquial Chinese, and it is about a magical monkey that escorts a Buddhist monk to India to retrieve scriptures. And along the way, he faces all sorts of nasties like demons and monsters and ghouls that are basically trying to eat the Buddhist monk because they believe that by eating him that they will become immortal. But anyway, the novel itself did not make it to Japan until the late 18th century, and it was translated into Japanese and bits and pieces until 1837 when it was translated in full. And one of my recent purchases was an edition of this first translation, and I actually have two books. Here's one here, and here is another here. You can see that they're both quite large. Um, they're not actually, it's not the complete translation, or not the entire series of the complete translation. This is only a small portion of it, but I picked these up on eBay a few months ago, and I got an amazing deal on them. Uh, I'm not sure if they're from the exact first edition, but I know that the woodblock prints that are inside are from that edition. And I just wanted to leaf through this and show everyone. There's the title page. I believe it says, my Chinese is horrible. I believe it says something about the illustrated Journey to the West. But there are woodblock prints in here by Hokusai, which is an extremely famous woodblock print artist in Japan. In fact, if you've ever seen that famous picture of waves with a boat, it's like very troubled waters, and I do believe Mount Fuji's in the background. That's by Hokusai. Hokusai was also is very well known for his sketches that I believe influenced modern day manga. But the first print that is in here, that is the Tang Emperor that actually sends the monk Xuanzang to India. I forget this individual's name, but he was a basically an earthly minister that was tasked to behead a dragon that had broken the law, and he beheads the dragon in a dream. I believe this is Lao Tzu. Well, there you go. Some of these pages are kind of hard to turn. See, there's Xuanzang, he was an historical monk who lived during the 7th century. He actually defied imperial orders not to go to India, and he went anyway. And he was there for 14 or 15 years and learned Sanskrit, and then brought a whole bunch of translations back. This is, of course, Sun Wukong. You can see the characters there. He's my absolute favorite character in Chinese literary fiction for various reasons, not just because I've dabbled in primatology, but just because he's just awesome all around. There is Shao Jing. Oh, I passed up. Hold on a second. There we go. There is, it says Ju Wuneng, but he's also known as Ju Bajie. And then there are far too many woodblock prints in here to go through the entire thing. I just wanted to pick through the first few. There's one there. I believe that's a scene from heaven, like just right after Monkey is born from his, yeah, right there. Just before he's born from his stone. Here's Monkey right here proving himself in a test of bravery, and that's how he becomes the Monkey King, for those who know the story. Here he is inside of his water cave. And again, these are woodblock prints by Hokusai, and this is in really good shape. Unfortunately, I can't read Japanese, but I know the Chinese story very well. This is him sailing around the world to find a Taoist master. Here, I'll just randomly flip through it. I believe this is after he's come back from his Taoist studies. And this is, yeah, there was a demon who took over the island in his absence, and so he comes back and just basically beats him up with his immortal martial arts. This is where his soul gets dragged to the underworld. Just various prints. This is where he claims himself the great sage equaling heaven right here. Qi Tian Da Shang. Again, my Chinese is really, really bad. I can read it better than I can speak it, but my reading is still not all that great. There he is with the, this is when he's the guardian of the immortal peach groves. This is where he's fighting heavenly soldiers, and I like this part here. That's where he chews up and spits out his hair to create little copies of himself. I believe that's when he's fighting Erlong. That's the nephew of the August Jade Emperor of Heaven. This is when he escapes from Lao Tzu's furnace. And I believe that's Prince Naja. Here, I'll just try to skip forward. There he is talking with the Buddha, and then basically he's so powerful that the heavenly army can't defeat him, and so the Buddha comes in and makes him a wager that says, you know, if you can jump out of my hand, I believe I see it right here, then you can become the Emperor of Heaven. And so Monkey does his little magic somersault, which is where he can travel 108,000 miles in a single jump, and he comes to what he considers to be the pillars at the end of the cosmos, and it ends up being a trick because he never left the Buddha's hand, and those pillars were fingers. And then he gets imprisoned. Here's Sha Wu Jing getting tasked by the goddess or Bodhisattva Guan Yin to help Monkey protect Xuanzang on his journey to India. There's the dragon that gets tasked to act as a mount for Xuanzang. He eventually turns himself into a white horse. But then, I mean, this just goes on and on and on, and it's just cram-packed full of woodblock prints. Way too many, again, to show. It would just take forever. I believe those are gaki. That's the Tang Emperor. These are ghosts. They're called hungry ghosts, or known as gaki in Japan. I believe that's what they're called, gaki. There's Guan Yin again, making an appearance on Earth. There is the, he's a hunter that helps Xuanzang before he comes to meet Monkey, and he's fighting a tiger. And here you see that Monkey gets rescued by Xuanzang because he was imprisoned under a mountain for 500 years by the Buddha and everything. And then I have this other book here that is chock full of woodblock prints too, but it's, see, there's some of the monsters that Monkey fights. I try to make this video as short as I possibly can. There's a Monkey again. There they are, the whole group, Xuanzang, Monkey, Pigsy, or Chupajie, and Shawojing. Here they are fighting for some reason. Because they fight a lot. It's in the novel. So that's basically it. I know I didn't really show that many in this one. I mean, they're in there, it's just, I think there's more writing in this one than there is in the other one. But this is like the jewel of my collection, Journey to the West collection. If you guys have any questions, just contact me. You know my contact information. But anyway, thank you for watching.